Good evening. Can you hear me in the back? Great. I'm Catherine Martinez. I'm the director of the Center for Creative Photography. It is my great honor to welcome you all here for tonight's very special program. This is an extraordinary evening for us because we're welcoming many, many people who have contributed a great deal to making this wonderful exhibition possible. And the chief curator who created this exhibit will be introducing many of those people and will introduce tonight's speaker. So I'm here just to say welcome. Thank you for coming. We appreciate having you here. I also have two announcements. One is, please turn off your cell phones. Not only can the plane not take off, but we have been told that the not having cell phones turned off will affect the sound system. So please do turn off your cell phones. And the second is that we are very pleased to invite you to a little reception out in the lobby after the talk, and we hope you will all have a chance to stay and enjoy the conversation going on further. So, without further ado, let me introduce you to the man who is responsible for putting this exhibit together, who will introduce and thank many of you.
So I want to join Catherine in welcoming you here tonight. It's been so fulfilling to have heard that in the 3 or 4 weeks the exhibition's been open, that many of the viewers have come to the CCP for the first time, and it's one of the most gratifying parts of working here, is to be able to connect different audiences and to have a common conversation. So as Catherine mentioned, my name is Joshua Chuang. I'm the chief curator here at the Center for Creative Photography. And I need to correct something she said. I'm only one of the organizers of the exhibition, Astronomical, Photographs of Our Solar System and Beyond, which is on view in our galleries through May 17th. In my years as a museum goer and museum curator, I have to admit that I've scarcely encountered an exhibition that attempted to tackle such a massive subject in such a relatively short amount of time. That the exhibition has come together as it did is a testament to the deep knowledge and the equally deep generosity of our collaborators, many of whom are here with us tonight. And I'd just like to take this moment to acknowledge them. So, and I won't make you stand up. Maria Schuchart from the Space Imagery Center here on campus was instrumental in providing access to the rich repository of images over which she presides, as well as a perspective on the university's key contribution to astrophotography that provided the project its foundation. So thank you, Maria. We also want to thank her colleagues Shane Byrne and Tim Swindle for loaning us so many of the show's contents. I should also note that the Space Imagery Center has much, much more than the objects that we selected for the exhibition. Much of the material that they have here is available for public viewing by appointment. So I just wanted to let you all know about that. So much of the stuff is right here on campus and available to you all to look at, to research, to study, to enjoy. The photographer and collector Richard Larn of Phoenix lent us the dazzling display of solar eclipses that has become the favorite wall of many of our visitors. And Ari Espinoza, project coordinator for the High Rise project, was also instrumental in providing us with some of the most compelling images ever made of the surface of Mars. I also wanted to take this opportunity to thank my colleagues here at the CCP who were equally instrumental in putting the show together. And I am going to ask you now to stand. Tim Mossman, who's already standing in the back, our exhibition designer, and the mastermind behind the show's lively installation, worked nothing short of a miracle with his crew. Jay Gutierrez and Shannon Brogdon Grantham, are you here? Jay, thanks. And keep standing, if you will. From our conservation department, they aided many of the objects' intricate display. Joseph Rayome and Ali Smith were responsible for producing many of the planetary inkjet prints, as well as the sleek design of the texts. And finally, I'd like to acknowledge the absolutely stellar work of my exhibition co-organizers, Andrew Kensit and Stephen Strom, who can't be with us tonight. Andrew and Steve wrote most of the texts in the exhibition, which are so illuminating, and which I assure you are worth your while to read. Thank you. There's one more collaborator whose contribution to the exhibition made it what it is, and that is our guest speaker for tonight, Xavier Debeerst, who's come to us from Belgium. His background is too interesting and diverse to do justice to in this introduction, but let me give it a whirl. He is a photographer and owner of the Anamorfose Photography Gallery, one of the premier sources in the world for vintage astrophotographs and other historical photographic material. He's also had a career, somehow, working for a company in Belgium that invented modems and other early internet equipment. He received his first telescope at the age of 12, and that instrument ignited a passion for astronomy that fuels his work today in finding, redistributing, and in some cases saving crucial archives of astrophotography. And if I'm not mistaken, is it a few years ago that you actually built an observatory in your backyard? So this is a man obsessed with this subject. Today he's here to walk us through the history of astrophotography as he sees it. And I've told him that he only has 45 minutes to do so. After which, he's happy to answer any questions you might have. So without further ado, please join me in welcoming Xavier.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Josh. Thank you, Josh, for this introduction.